My name is Steve Morris. I live on the corner of 2nd and Oak in Paonia. 2nd Street has been designated as the official truck route through Paonia. I was going to say a lot of things, see if I can get them all out. I am a small business owner, carpenter, house painter. I am an organic gardener. I am a mountain biker, a backpacker, a mountaineer, you name it, skier. I love it. I love the outdoors. I love the wildlife. I'm also the search and rescue training director for our local group. And in no way can I really see these leases being conducive to really any of those activities. So I want to start out by saying that I officially would like the BLM to remove all 22 parcels from this August 2012 gas lease and any other future gas lease. I think we're all here pretty much for the same reason, and that is that we love the North Fork Valley. I'm sure there might be a couple of you out there that love it for the tiny percentage, the small chance of successful gas exploration, the handful of local jobs that might be, come at hand from that, and the severance taxes that might boost up some numbers in the county seat. But I think most of us love it for a wholly different reason. We love it for the open space, the unfragmented landscapes where we graze our cattle, where we hunt elk, or where we just meander in the awe of the beauty and majestic qualities of our North Fork Valley. We love it for the rural character of our area, for the fact that you not only know your neighbor, but you can trust them. We love it for the small county roads with very little traffic. We love access to wild places. We love access to Jumbo Mountain for trail running, for mountain biking, hiking, bird watching, you name it. Gas lease is going to affect all of it in a very negative way. No longer will we have clean air or water that we can raise our organic gardens or our children with. No longer will we have these open spaces. They'll become fragmented, fractured, one could say. Wildlife would no longer have their corridors to get up to their mountain homes. Specifically, I already have 30 seconds. 6190 and 6205 are either surrounding or adjacent to McCluskey and Rober Reservoir. Jumbo Recreation Area would be affected by numbers 6190, 6205, and 6193. We love this place. The traffic, of course, I should mention the traffic. I live on 2nd Street, specifically 6193, 6194, 6192, 6189, 6197, 6190, 6205, all would be funneled down 2nd Street by my home. Do the right thing. This is not a time to sit on our haunches, turn our cheeks so that we don't offend our neighbors. This is time to stand up, to unite together in a common voice and say no to oil and gas in the North Fork Valley, and to say please remove permanently all 22 leases from this thing. Sorry, I went over. Thank you.
First, I want to say thanks to the CHC board and Senator Schwartz and the other staff of everybody here, and shame on Tipton and Coram and the county commissioners for not being here. I'd like the opportunity to formally ask the BLM to withdraw all 22 August 2012 BLM parcels from oil and gas leasing in perpetuity. My name is Don LaRoe, and I own land and operate a family farm within a half mile of parcel 6198. My water comes from parcel 6197, 6194, and many others. My air comes from all of them. Before we talk about my farm, there's Washington, D.C., where the companies that drill here have spent lots of money so they can do it their way. The rhetoric of the industry says drilling and fracking are safe. Then why did they push the 2005 Energy Appropriations Bill that contains a clause which exempts them from the Clean Air Act, Clean Water Act, Safe Drinking Act, the Superfund Act, CERCLA, and NEPA? If it was really safe, would they need to be exempted from these acts? With the Colorado senator here, I asked that in Colorado, the oil and gas industry be stripped of these exemptions. I encourage you, Senator Schwartz, to safeguard our state from the lack of federal regulation on fracking and drilling. The fabric of our community in the North Fork Valley is why I comment. I am concerned the fabric of our community will be fracked. How? The traffic will ruin our roads, both the asphalt and the quiet country lane. The air pollution will make us sick and like LA on a bad day. The water will be contaminated beyond use. The police, hospitals, jails, and other public infrastructure will be overwhelmed. The value of property will fall beyond people's and my ability to pay for it. This is all documented in areas of the country where there is drilling and fracking. The fabric of our community would be torn and frayed. The proposed lease is already affecting me as a business person. I have a business plan to utilize my farm capital and name for agrotourism, which would benefit me and my community. Will anyone come here to see a farm and landscape that is polluted? Should I spend money and attract investment to expand my business when the threat of unregulated drilling and fracking are at my doorstep? Any prudent business person would say no, and so today it is tabled. The decision is on your table, BLM. Your mission demands you act, quote, to sustain the health, diversity, and productivity of America's public lands for the use and enjoyment of present and future generations. You have fulfilled your mission with these parcels. Thank you. The water on and in these parcels feed our farms and people. How do you value that productivity? We breathe the air the trees on these parcels create, a product not on the balance sheet of bankers. You should add them to yours. The people enjoy these lands for hunting, biking, ATVing, motorbiking, hiking, skiing, snowmobiling, bird watching, and as their view shed. Oil and gas development threatens these parcels for future generations to enjoy. My son was crying at the thought of having to move or not being able to move because our property is polluted and no longer worth what we paid for it. Please make the decision that will allow him and his son to enjoy these lands in the future by withdrawing them from oil and gas leasing in perpetuity.
Thank you, Senator Schwartz, representatives, all for coming and hearing us. Thank you all who are here to speak and to listen. My name is Alicia Michelson. I represent myself, my family, and mothers and children in the North Fork Valley. This land is sacred. Here we pray and live, we work and play. Here the waters flow, touched by industry and Mother Nature. Here our beautiful children grow and learn, and we cultivate food, culture, family. There is art in our valley and celebration of the finer, simpler ways of life. We have treasures that cannot be bought, of tremendous value. Wild land, fresh water, healing plants, beautiful beasts and birds bless our paths. I love the land here. I stand to protect my homeland. Please forbid the auction of the 22 parcels surrounding the North Fork Valley. Please encourage the government agencies and industry to invest in renewable energy. Please help the EPA to create policy which protects citizens and the environment and holds industry accountable for the pollution and destruction created by their work. Friends, citizens, let's stand strong together and do our best to use less fossil fuels, for this land is sacred.
Hi, my name is Dominica Anthony. I'm a home building contractor and organic farmer, landowner and taxpayer in Delta County. And I'm asking the BLM permanently remove the 22 parcel, 30,000 acre from the gas and oil lease sale in August. I moved to Paonia about 6 years ago after 10 years of searching the Rockies and the West for a place that had clean water, good soil, and organic farms. I'm not sure why these parcels are even being considered, as they're in very close proximity to homes, schools, public and private watersheds and reservoirs, farms, vineyards, businesses, etc. It seems that common sense isn't being used at all. Potential lease parcel 6207 is a literal stone's throw from my home site. Also, I'm a water shareholder of Terraditch and Reservoir company, which has grandfathered water rights since the 1800s. And this too is in extreme jeopardy due to this development. On my property, I've established an organic nursery and orchard with 250 plus fruit and nut trees and shrubs. Also, I've been in the continuing process of creating and reestablishing native food and cover for the large population of deer and elk and other wild animals in this area. I ask that we all consider our actions and their effects for at least the next 7 generations. Is the almighty gas dollar for today worth losing clean water for our children of tomorrow? My additional concerns, the obvious loss of property value due to the industry development. Also, where I live, Garvin Mesa, there are a number of abandoned coal mines in the area, such as Converse Mine and Farmers Mine, and with fracking, it could potentially induce high pressure on these mines, which could then cause collapse and subsidence to our watershed and property. And it could also cause fracking compounds and other toxic chemicals to be released in our watershed. My other concerns are surface and subsurface water contamination due to oil and gas operations with surface spills and subsurface penetrations. My requirements for the BLM to update its out-of-date RMP require an EIS of all individual parcels of gas, oil, and mineral development in our area, and to prohibit the injection of toxic hazardous chemicals in the ground while fracking for natural gas. I also ask that development of the gas and oil to be non-exempt from the Clean Air and Water Act. And I also ask that there is no renewal or no new leasing of public or private land for development for at least 100 years until the technology has been properly developed. Thank you.